Hey guys, thanks for joining the video today. I'm going to be doing on VeChain. I want to give sort of a high-level overview of this because this is something that will move with Bitcoin. And as far as the VeChain Bitcoin trading pair goes, it doesn't move too much. It's been pretty stagnant here recently, and I really have been expecting some movement on that. So I'm going to take just a very short look here at VeChain versus Bitcoin. And then I do want to take a look, of course, at VeChain versus the US dollar, just to kind of look and see what I've kind of spotted in the charts. So let's go ahead and start with, of course, my disclaimer that I'm not your financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, and doing your own research. But here on the VeChain versus Bitcoin chart, what I can see here is a little bit of evidence that we have a head and shoulders formation. One could say that we had this head and shoulders, which already played out, because you've got two ideas that you can look at for head and shoulders. What you can look at is basically when you have this shoulder, this right shoulder that confirms, you go back to the origin, which is basically what just happened here. Okay, so that's one thing to pay attention to. But now the other one is, potentially we have shoulder, head, we come down here, and then we have another shoulder which didn't go quite as high, potentially going all the way back down here to 35 Satoshi. Now, is that going to happen? I don't know. I don't know if that's what's exactly going to happen, because we also have this that we do have to pay attention to. If that's not going to be head and shoulders, what is going to be defended moving down to the downside? Well, we did just have a decent reaction off the 618. Now, if that is going to be defended, our target is going to be 128 Satoshis. So going from 65 to 128, that's basically a 100% move. Okay, so from the bottom to the top, that is a 102% move. Okay, a couple things that I want to see for this to actually to work out. First off, we need to start flipping some of these support and resistance levels. If we start to do this, and to be quite honest, this is going to happen very quickly if it does happen. We have tons of resistance here at this level. Okay, we've got to break through that first. That's at 72 Satoshi. Next level that we're going to have to break through is going to be this level right here, which has a lot of resistance as well. That's going to be 79 Satoshis. So we're talking about like very low numbers when our target is 128. Next level to push through is going to be this one. I'm just keeping things real simple here. I'm on a 12-hour chart, so we have a half-day chart here. And then, of course, we have to take out this high here at about 100, 105 Satoshi before we can get up there. But what's likely going to happen is we're going to move back up into this trading range. So I'm going to be looking for a move into this trading range. So let me pull out my parallel channel, and I'm going to be pulling this out here. I'm going to be expecting to see a move into this range here. If we can pull back into between 72 and 79 Satoshis, I would say the chances are pretty good that we're going to see a continued bounce to the upside. Otherwise, what I'm seeing here is a bearish retest. Okay, I don't want to see a bearish retest. You don't want to see a bearish retest, because what happens with a bearish retest is, basically we have this move down, we have a retest, a failure. We have another retest, and really we had a wake up here, but it really retested this level and then failed. Okay, and then we retested this level, which is the same as over here, and then it failed. So now what's happening? Are we just retesting this level right here, and then we're going to see a continued failure, or are we going to see the move from here to the upside, where we're going to come up here and we're going to start bouncing before we finally do break out of this and break out with volume? Because if that happens, then we do have the potential that we go a little bit higher on this. Okay, so that's my thoughts here on VeChain. I'd be very careful of this being a bearish retest. Now let's take a look at VeChain versus the US dollar, or versus Tether. Again, I'm still looking at a 12-hour time frame and seeing what we've got here. So basically, this move down to this move up, I have it articulated over here on this fib pull. So the dominant swing low to the dominant swing high, we're starting this retrace. We went down pretty low. We went beyond the 618, to be completely honest. All right, so we have to be careful with that. We didn't get down to the 786, however. So we just kind of retraced right in the middle of nowhere. Very suspect on that we just kind of came out into the middle of nowhere there. All right, so we had our rejection though at the 50. Okay, getting a rejection at the 50, based on this swing high to this swing low here, getting rejection at the 50 says, we don't have a lot of strength from the bulls, and our downside target is going to be 36.10. Okay, and right now we're trading at 54.98, so we're talking about like a 35-40% move to the downside still. But we are inside of this channel, and these downward channels do tend to be a little bullish. But again, I want to see a break to the upside. And as we continue moving, the better your entry is going to be on a break to the upside, because again, what you're going to be looking for, and I talk about this all the time too, you're going to be looking for a push up, a retest, and then a move to the upside. Okay. And likely it's not going to go straight up, obviously, but likely it's going to go something like this, where we're going to get this. We're going to get a retest there, a swing failure. Then we want to confirm that as support, and we want to confirm that as support. And then we can see potentially some new highs. Maybe we do get up to a penny. All right. Now, this isn't the coin that's going to make you rich, guys. So just keeping that in mind. There's going to be a lot of chop here, and a lot of weak hands are going to be shaken out. But nonetheless, I do think that we're trading down here in the lower area, the lower quadrant of this channel. Now we're trading in the upper quadrant of this channel. So I would be leaning towards there being a little bit of an expansion on this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change from using this channel, and I'm going to go to my my fib channel. We've got this top, and let's try this again. I've got the settings on this to only work on lower time frames. So let me go ahead and do this. Change my visibility so that I can see this on 12-hour time frames. All right, so let's go back to the 12-hour and let's try this again. So we've got that going down here, and then we'll pull this down. We'll get our channel here that we were just paying attention to. Again, we have had the resistance here at the median, which is our green line. We've been trading in the lower between the yellow and the green, and now we're moving up here. So very possible that we move into this upper expansionary, expansionary channel off of our main channel, and we see this move up here, potentially taking us all the way up here if we do break to the upside of about 6,000 again. We've been talking about 6,000 for a while. This was an area back here, as you can see, that I was interested in, that it broke through, and then coming back up there, that was resistance. It could be that we go back up there again, but just not as high, because last time we went up there, we went up to almost 6,300, and so moving up to 6,000 would be creating a lower high on this, which is bearish. Continue to move to the downside, possible. Again, it's going to take some time. Not an asset that I'd be willing to trade right now, to be honest, because it's a gamble at this point, and I'd be willing to say the volume is probably pretty low. Volume is pretty low. We had decent volume on this move up, which was rejected. It's actually what got us into this channel that we're currently in. Again, not unless we see a move to the upside and we start flipping support zones. But that's what I've got on VeChain right now. Not a whole lot of interest for myself on this at the moment. But at any rate, I just thought I'd give this at least 5 or 7 minutes of a little bit of love. If you have any comments, questions, or anything, feel free to ask for an invite to our free-to-use Discord server. I'm always in there. But as always, if you have any questions or anything, let me know. If there's anything you want me to take a look at, you can throw in a comment here, and I'll be more than happy to take a look at something for you. But wherever you are in the world, hopefully you're having a good day, good night, good evening. And if this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good day, everyone.